That's tough.
I know, man. I'm sorry.
No, I love that. That's good. I'm glad it's tough. Because we couldn't find another way in.
Yeah, it might.
I'll
Basically,
leave it.
it'll either or it'll delay them enough that it'll be enough.
Yeah,
They'll make it, but it'll be delayed.
As we're like getting out, and I see the it's wedged, and I'm able to see that it's going to cause a collapse. He's like, and he lets go, and he starts to go with them as we see the runes on the sword slowly dull as I get far away from it.
Yeah, we see you like let the strap go. Yeah, you kind of fly through, and then you grab onto Benny, and you both kind of travel through. As the last bit is kind of fast, and you have to both tuck in so that you don't get cut by any jagged pieces.
Yeah, don't want to touch us.
And then you both kind of, and then kind of like come up through this like crack in the ground from where you are, and you can kind of look around barely as you kind of the light that you have around you above kind of lights this a little bit, and you can see there's a few other shafts that have been collapsed with the rocks around here, and there's just like a crack through the one that you just came through, and you kind of go up to the surface, which is kind of like an incline. You can feel the ground beneath you, kind of like a collection of these this gravel ground, probably the sifting stuff that got here. The sifted dirt that got through the holes, the sediment that's been eroding all this time. And you kind of like both are able to pull yourselves out of the water and kind of breathe in. And as you're kind of like crawling into this gravel, you feel hard like rocks deeper into it, kind of like buried into here. And you kind of look up and you see you're in what looks like a cavern. You can see several other tunnels kind of like are leaking water into this one cavern that is on the opposite side of you. You can see it has its own little kind of like swirling pools down that's leading more water out of here. But sitting across from you on this kind of like heap, you can see Jude.
Red.
And he is currently sitting on like a piece of the dry land above this, and he is holding his knees to his chest, kind of like rocking back and forth, like eyes closed, like I'm not here style.
As we come out, take our breath, I assume our lungs start to shrink again.
Yeah, and your body start to like contort the correct way. And as you kind of get back to your feet, Wish, you kind of look up, and Benny, because Benny's the one that this always happens to. You kind of lift up, and as you lift up your hand out of the gravel's almost like the sand sediment, kind of. You lift it up, and you see buried in one of these, under this gravel, you see a half-buried skull.
Yay!
And then you kind of like move your legs, and you can see another half-buried skull.
Oh, that's.
You can go make sure the kid's okay. I'll start to get these out.
All right. I go over and pick up and slap the kid. Hey, wake up!
Yellow child.
You just walk up to him, yeah?
Yeah, and I make sure he's okay.
Yeah, you walk up to him. He's like talking to himself. You can hear him saying, like a child's like repeating rhyme that maybe their mom said, like, "I can't see them, they can't see me, I can't see them," that kind of thing. And then you kind of say something, and he looks up at you, and he says, "What?" And he just jumps on you.
Oh, hey, it's okay, kid. It's okay. Did you see where the monster went?
Yeah, and he points at the water behind him.
Oh, that's ominous.
You could see just all the water like around. He just like points. He went into there.
Right. Oh, you didn't happen to have a flashlight on you, did you? Preferably one that's waterproof.
He just shakes his head no, slowly.
I kind of thought that. Oh.
And he says, I think this kid is the kind of kid that's like doesn't talk, but when he talks, he says the shit. So he's like, "Are we gonna die?"
Yup.
And Benny just looks at him. Possibly. We're gonna try to stop that, though.
What
He
if we
looks at
weren't here, little shit?
And he like looks down, like processing that. And he says, "Where's my dad?"
Probably dead.
He's one of two options. He's either still at your house comforting your mom, or coming to save you. Let's hope the latter.
He nods. And he goes, "Where's the ladder?"
Yeah, that's about right. And I just pat him on the head, and I look and I say, "Hey, any luck?"
And I'm getting all the bones out.
Yeah, you start digging through, and you see multiple people's bodies are here.
Yo, I'm just gonna burn it all.
Do some of these look newer?
Look newer? Not. They look varying dates. Yes.
Oh, okay, I'll just. So more
Some of them
people have
look
died
older.
down here.
Yeah.
Some of these aren't miners.
Are they like miners? Pointing at the kid.
I kind of shrug.
Hey, you get the title.
Miners.
This is where people disappear to, I guess.
That's disconcerting. All right, well, you got a backpack, right?
Me or the kid?
You.
I have my little side bag. And it's like the thing that I pulled the vial out of. It's like hooked to my little utility belt thing.
All right, well, how about this? As he takes off his shirt.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
And
Don't
he goes
take off
over.
your shirt, Dad.
All right, Benny is the Taylor Lautner of this.
Oh, hell yeah, he is. Was there ever a question?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Legit. So,
Every excuse.
then he takes off his shirt and he goes over and he starts, like, kind of, how big is the pile of bones?
The bones are.
Yeah, I
Bones
imagine
pretty big.
pretty big.
So it's basically a pile of sediment, like sand, almost like gravel sand, and it's find the bones in that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
saying that, I look at him and I'm like, I don't think we're gonna be able to take these out. I think we're gonna have to fight it here.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be hard to burn them here while it's all damp.
Oh hey! He starts wringing out his shirt.
It's not impossible. Yeah, you could definitely start digging if you want to try.
Nothing else we can really do right now. I'm sure the others are on our trail.
We just cut to Atticus. Hold on!
Hey, kid. Or no, I wouldn't be that composed with the kid. I'd look at Benny. Tell the kid to stay near us. This'll be a sec.
Hey, you might want to stay near us for a bit, just to make sure, you know. Hey, you ever seen one of these? As I pull out the pistol.
Pull out his. Oh, I thought you were gonna pull out a skull. Porque no
Pull out a
las
pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, my dad has a lot of those.
Yeah, but you ever shot one of these? As I pull up one of the skulls.
Shakes his head. And then, yeah, he shakes his head excitedly, like, "No, I haven't."
Benny, don't scare the kid.
What do you mean? Look, he's excited. He wants to shoot a skull, right? I'm like nodding.
That's disconcerting.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
I
and he says, "I want to shoot a skull. So does Shelly."
Huh?
What?
Who's Shelly?
Yeah, as he says that, I like go a little pale. So I'm like, there's no one else here.
Yeah, and you see that you didn't really notice it, but his hand is like
Holding something?
holding somebody else's hand. Like that's why his hand's out.
You see, you see Betty smile, just go straight into the frown like that. The guy who's that one meme.
I know she's talking about all the joy.
Yeah, just all the joy sucks out. He's like, who's Shelly?
Fuck! My big sword was the one that had the iron coated on it.
Oh no!
Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and he said, "Shelly's my friend."
Are they here now?
Yeah, I slowly look
She's right
up.
here. He points right next to him.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna read a bad situation.
Uh-huh.
You wanna help me out, bud?
Sure.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I'm already going to be fucked up with whatever consequences you get. I might as well mechanically have
Oh Lord, this is a gift.
Best friend, Shelly.
it. So I successfully did magic, so I get a +1. Oh wait, didn't I already? Yeah, because I did that for the cool. Yeah.
Oh, you know it would be shit if the random skull I got was actually the kid. Oh, okay.
Oh well, just don't fuck up.
Yeah. What happens on a fail?
On a fail, I don't help you, and I am succumb to whatever bad things you do.
Uh-oh.
Gives me
you
free
evil
reign.
fuck.
Gotcha. Just don't fail. Easy. Watch. Boom. 7.
Oh, man.
That was
You get one.
too close for comfort.
What we like to see.
What's the biggest threat?
Shelly.
The biggest threat
Yeah.
is the. I mean,
There's a lot of threats. I'll give you a list. You tell me which one you think's the worst.
the biggest threat.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
Can
the
I
biggest threat is what's up?
Can I change that question?
Sure, I haven't technically answered it. No. Yeah.
Can I just say what's the best way to protect the victims? The victim being the kid?
I
best
like
way,
it.
Best way to protect the kid?
Shoot Shelly.
Listen to Shelly.
Oh.
Okay. And he's gonna like get a smile on his face and he starts nodding profusely. He's like, yeah, Shelly wants to shoot? Yeah, let's shoot.
I look at Benny like, why are you so crazy right now?
And I look at him and I'm like, go along with it.
I kind of get a scared face. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep getting these bones out, homie. You shoot some skulls.
And I take one of the skulls and I just put it on a rock and I'm like, all right.
Please don't desecrate. Oh,
How does your character feel about this?
Yeah, I'm about to
not
shoot a
good.
skull.
Not good at all. This is desecration.
Well, I mean, not the skull thing. I'm talking about.
Oh, talking
Shelly.
with the ghost.
Yeah, he's talking with the ghost. He's talking with the spirit right now.
He's
Oh,
communing technically.
You're fucking right. I'm gonna spell this shit.
I was just wondering, because your character
Yeah.
has
Yeah,
experience with that.
Remember, Benny's just a normal dude. He says he's talking to a ghost that we're hunting down. He's gonna just roll with it.
You know. Yeah, as they have him distracted. I start. So whenever he's doing straight up seance shit, it's different than when he does his striking poses, since he has it mastered from his mom. So he sits down. He goes over and he acts like he's with them, and I have my shoulder on the have my hand on the shoulder of the kid and Benny, and I start kind of doing. I close my eyes and I start kind of whispering my seance, and I am going to magic.
Man.
Okay.
My thing I'm trying to get out of
So-
this is communicate with something that you cannot.
Okay. All right. Coolio.
Oh, that's,
I know what consequences might arise.
It's just screaming. Right as I'm able to talk to her, it's just. Or the other ghost tried to talk to me.
You're just like, hey, Shelly, what's going?
See your friends online. Join it. 7 other people are on the call. Oh no, what have I done?
Okay, I'm rolling. But fuck yeah!
All right, that's the best you can get. That's the best you can hope for on magic.
Oh god.
So what does it look like when
Oh,
you
no.
communicate? When the seance happens? It's like you manifest the spirit, or is it more like you connect to them, or what does it look like?
So it is. I open a channel. So it is. While I'm holding them, we're all able to see and talk with her, and she's able to see and talk with us. But whenever I break it, then we can't. So that's why normally you hold hands in a seance.
All right, cool. So
But we
you're
have
able
to say goodbye before we break it, otherwise we fucked.
So you're able to connect with them, open a connection, and then with as long as you're connected with the people with you, they can see and hear just like you.
Yeah.
All right. So you do that, and
Yeah, do
both
the
of you kind of
seance,
get
go
this.
class.
You both get this the feeling kind of wash over you as you all see with the ethereal eyes of your friend Wish, and before you, um, a girl who looks very excited to shoot a skull. Yeah, you see a young girl. She is a she's blonde. She has green eyes. She's about a little bit older than Jude. Jude's about like
She
8,
even
so she's like 10 or
sounds
11.
like a ghost.
She's wearing a swimsuit. And Benny, you remember this girl? You saw this girl when you were a kid.
Fuck! It wasn't a. It was a. Ah!
Wait, what?
Remember
That's
when
the
we
girl-
saw the rabbit in our flashback?
Oh! Oh shit!
I knew it was
didn't
a
you
girl.
Didn't you find a rabbit foot too?
Oh, I did.
So, standing before you, you see
Benny just lets out a.
Shelley Derrickson,
Shelly Derrickson.
the spirit of Shelley Derrickson.
And so I'm also affected by the spell, right?
Yes.
Yep, you could see
Long
and
as
hear what
we
he
are
hears.
touching.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as that happens and I look back and suddenly there's a girl there and I recognize her, I'm like, oh! Kind of like pointing.
Chill.
Oh. Uh, so who wants to shoot first?
Shelly can't touch the gun.
How do you know that?
I've done this before.
Tell that to my broken back.
Look at your back.
I think Shelly's got a strong arm, dude.
Oh wait, I'm good with ghosts. Yeah, my charm's still shit because people.
If you want to
Yeah.
tell me what to do, I can try.
Yeah. Shelly, hi.
Yeah, and you say that, and she looks up at you like, and she gives you a big smile, and she says, "You can hear me?"
I nod and I give a strange smile. Yeah, me and my friend Benny here can see you. Did you allow? What was the kid's name? June?
Jude.
Jude. Yeah.
Jude. Did you allow Jude to see you?
And she smiles, and she said, "Jude can see me." And she shakes her head. Jude It's the only person that could ever see me.
I look at Jude. Have you seen her before?
Yeah, and you see he kind of like looks down, like, and he says, "Sometimes when I went to the lake,
I look at Benny as I'm like trying to put it 2 and 2 together. Like, oh, I'm missing something, right? Let me investigate.
you want to investigate a mystery, you can."
Yeah, I'm trying to see what question. Well, what sort of creature? What can I do? What can I? Where did it go? What's going?
Yeah,
to?
Shelly's
go
just
on,
like, "I've been trying to talk to people forever, but no one listens."
So, are you mad at the O'Hares?
And she looks down, and she says, I'm not mad, but they're all mad."
They?
And she says, my heroes.
I knew it.
See, the miners that came down to rescue you.
She nods, and she said, uh, "Yeah, I heard them a long time ago, back when people could hear me." And she like looks up at you and she says, "But it went quiet for a while, and then she says, then they started talking. They said, 'Did I mean what I said?' And I said, and she kind of like looks down, and she said, I did mean what I said."
What do you say, Shelly?
Um, and she doing that thing where she's like looking down. "I don't want to say the bad thing I said."
Way more composed talking to a fucking ghost than a person.
Excuse Evan while Evan looks for a thing.
You good home?
This is just more for fun and the fact that Benny is dedicated to his idea. But
So which miner was your dad?
no, he's gonna say,
Oh.
which of the miners? So, did any of the miners want a wife?
Yeah, and she goes, I don't know about that." And then she like looks to you and she says, "Well, I said I wanted my dad to be happy." And she looks up and she says, "I didn't know what my dad wanted now. I
Oh,
just didn't want him to be sad."
What was that crazy guy's name?
it was Scott.
Scott Derrickson.
That's her dad.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
Your dad wanted revenge?
And she like looks down.
well, imagine if the family that caused you to lose your daughter ran the town you live in. Feel like that would drive anyone to revenge, really. Definitely would from me mother.
That's why I don't really like people.
Hey, but you like me.
Yeah, but you're Benny. You're not a person.
True.
Yeah. And she says, everything was quiet again for a long time. And then the rabbit lady came.
Rabbit lady?
I look at Benny.
Yeah, and she nods. Weird lady. She came and she said weird things and moved her hands. And then all of them got angry again.
So they were peaceful before.
Bunny girl showed up.
She nodded. She said, "Yeah, she had a funny." She had like a funny bunny thingy on her shirt.
Is it the wife?
I don't think so. Why would the wife want her husband dead?
Money?
Or
It's true.
Maybe she's tired of his bullshit.
relatable, me.
What'd she look?
Hmm.
What'd she look like besides the shirt? Could you see?
And she says, she looked, and you see she's kind of like struggling, and she said, "Normal."
I guess that's the best we're gonna get.
Yeah, you see she like it's like she's trying to focus on it, and she said she had long hair, had it up, wore a suit. And she kind of like looks at you like that you'll kind of understand. Like she says, I don't see things as much as you guys,
I
as
nod my head.
everybody."
Of course, yeah. Thanks for remembering. Um,
And she goes,
Did
Why
you-
are you here?"
we're trying to help out. We're trying to make those miners not as angry. Get them
And
to calm down.
she smiles, and she's like, "They need to stop.
Yeah.
They keep hurting people."
That the bunny woman, did she come down here? And that's when they got mad? Or
And she shook her head, and she said, "At the lake."
at the lake? What'd she do at the lake to make them so angry?
She wouldn't let me talk to him, and now I don't get to talk to him at all. Now they just come and go, and nobody talks to me anymore, except for Jude.
She did something to make
How long have you been able to talk to Jude? And Jude, same question, I guess. You're
And
also
Jude looks
here.
up. Whenever I go to the lake, Shelly comes in and we play. And Shelly nods. Yeah.
So Shelly's not the one that brought you down here.
And Shelly looks at him and she says, No. I told him, I asked him why. I thought that maybe they thought I was lonely. I'm glad I have Jude here to play with.
Well, it's partially right. As I kind of look over
And-
to.
And she looks down and she says, but I think that they want to hurt his dad.
Well, we have our two other friends protecting your dad, Jude.
Yeah, it's not like they're headed this way.
Cut.
Hey, guys!
You two moving your way down. I need both of you. What's up?
No, go ahead.
Both of you come up to the tunnel. aforementioned tunnel, which is a you're standing at the end of the rocky outcropping. It kind of was solid ground for a little bit, and then it came to another tunnel, but the tunnel is completely filled all the way up to the brim, the roof. You can feel a slight current through your legs ahead of you. What do you wish to do? This is for you, Teddy and Atticus.
Okay, I thought, but I wanted to make sure.
No worries.
I guess I'm gonna try to look out the area. What is 100% in this area?
Okay, so like I said, you follow the rocky outcropping, like you shimmied all the way to the end, which led to a solid ground area. So you walked along that, still above that like river that was below you, and you kept going down it, down a tunnel to where you are now, which is the end of a tunnel, which is partially submerged. You are maybe in like knee-high water. It continues forward. The tunnel keeps going down, but the water hits the roof of it, so you're gonna have to swim down to go deep.
Ooh, that's horrifying.
But this is the only one you found that wasn't collapsed, but you feel a current going.
Is Abraham with us?
Yes, he is.
Okay, cool. Wanted to make sure.
Yeah, he didn't fall and die.
Good. Continue going.
Yeah.
Continue moving forward. There's nothing else we can do at the moment.
You're just gonna dive under, Atticus? Or you just all right?
Yeah, I look at Atticus, and I'm like, "Are you a good swimmer?"
Am I a good swimmer?
Cut to Atticus winning several world championships,
Yeah,
high school championships in Fucksfield for swimming.
I also I look over at Abraham. I'm like, "Do you know how to swim?"
Abraham says, "We had several pools growing up."
I'm like, "Well, I hope it comes in handy. Looks like that's the only way we're gonna be able to move forward."
Well, we're not sure how long this is going to go. Give me a sec. As he himself will also think of the we need to be able to breathe underwater shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you going first? We could always like tie rope to like you or something to someone and have them go under. See how long it takes, and then get air, come back, follow the rope, so we know it's safe.
Or I can just use magic and we just have air.
Or you just use magic and we have air.
Fucking Brooks is just like, I feel like someone's done this before.
It works. I wonder what yours looks like though.
Yeah.
All right. So I will use magic and fail yet again. Oh my god.
Oh my
Good
god.
call, bro. Nice fail.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
that experience though, my man. Damn.
Man, I'm just
You get a +1 too.
You're literally gonna kill us, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Well,
So
first
you
he's gonna
feel-
kill himself.
So what's stopping Atticus here? What do you think? Do you think it's something with Atticus,
can
or
spend
think
a
it's
luck
something
point.
outside of Atticus? You could also spend a luck point if you wanted to.
He actually
think-
drowned in swim team high school.
Yeah, I was in the swim team. I was
definitely
the
think-
towel boy.
Oh, it was
Motherfuckers. Brooks.
Fuck off, y'all. Anyways, I definitely think seeing the his remorse is still affecting him. Seeing the scene that he saw earlier has been getting him off his game. It's something that hasn't been brought up in a long time.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, so you're still not be able to focus on it. So where you have to center yourself for the magic, it's for you. It's all precise, right? So you can't get it, and you try to grab from the tattoo. It doesn't light up, and you just feel this this kind of pressure wash over you. Second. So we see you kind of standing there, and because of this, you're gonna take -1 forward as basically you like freeze,
Mm.
and you're able to knock yourself out of it, trying to unfocus on the memory that you were having. And but what do you say, Atticus? How do you communicate?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. We'll go with what you were trying to do.
Yeah, and you see that for a moment, Teddy. You see Atticus kind of shake, and his spell not work, and then Atticus says that to you. So Teddy, you take the lead.
What'd you say? Sorry, Teddy takes lead.
I said, Atticus says, Atticus magic doesn't work. You can see him like momentarily kind of like stutter, and he looks lost for a second, and then he looks up and I don't think this is gonna work. Should probably
Yeah,
do your way.
yeah. Teddy kind of looks at him, kind of seeing that he looks off of his game, that something is bothering him. Um, and Teddy kind of like looks over at Abraham and kind of like, you know, uh, kind of moves away from him for a little bit to get privacy.
Abraham does the thing where he like notices, looks away, like
Yeah.
I'm not listening.
Yeah, they kind of talk to their brother and stuff like that. And they're like, "Hey, are you okay, man?"
Yeah, I'm fine.
You don't really seem like it. I mean, ever since what happened with your head in the water and you shouting about your mom, I've noticed that you've been off lately. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Uh, Not currently. The high pressure situation. Sometimes people make mistakes.
Okay, well, I just want you to know I'm here for you, man.
So, canonically,
Yeah.
behind y'all during that scene, one of the mudmen came out and attacked Abraham, and he was fighting it in the background. And
Gosh.
like we just see him struggling with it, and then he just starts hitting it with the butt of his rifle as he like starts puking up mud.
Oh,
When you
shit.
finish that, and he just like looks over at you.
Nothing happened. Oh my god.
So if you want to get him to open up right then and there, you can try to manipulate him.
Oh, fuck yeah, if I can, please.
I just pictured that in my head the entire time.
Yeah.
I like
Having his heart to
Like,
heart. He's like,
Sometimes people
"Okay."
make mistakes, and he's just like, "Fuck, hey, die, ah!"
Do I get any pluses or anything since I'm your bro
It normally would have, but this is a very intense situation.
That's a way
Understandable.
to put your non-binary brother, your broho.
Your bro. Oh no! Oh, I finally failed though.
Yeah,
Get
so
that
on a
in.
miss, it's up to that hunter to decide how badly you offend or annoy them. They mark experience if they decide not to do what you asked. Yeah, cool. So instead of like he says that, yeah, we just don't make mistakes, blah blah blah, and then he's like, "Y- just don't ask. I'm fine."
Yeah. I feel like you probably said this before to Teddy, and Teddy knows that you're pissed off at this moment, or you're just like, fuck you, don't talk to me about it type, you know? So you could just kind of tell with that Teddy's kind of in a sour mood, and they're just like, fine, whatever, you don't have to talk to me about anything. And Teddy, Teddy starts going through their backpack to get a rope.
Yeah. As Teddy turns around to, like, you don't have to talk to me, like, kicks the water and, like, turns around to pull your backpack down, we see Teddy and get dragged underwater.
Excuse me, what, bitch?
Ooh.
Excuse me, what, bitch?
You rolled a 6.
Hey, don't worry. There's a giant sword that's coated in iron underwater. Just find it while you're fighting.
So get cut by it, So you can get tetanus and die faster.
So Atticus,
Yeah.
you look up, then you look back, and you hear the splash, and you see Teddy's backpack sitting there. No Teddy.
Yeah, the backpack just floating.
He gets and grabs the rope. Come here, quick!
Yeah, Abraham runs over. Where did they go?
Well, somewhere we're going to in a second.
Yeah, he looks. He just like lifts his arms up for you to tie.
Yeah, he goes over and does the good old Boy Scout tie.
Yeah,
Oh,
he like grabs the other part of the rope to tie around, and he looks at you and like grabs her backpack, grabs their backpack, and flips it over his shoulder, nods at you.
I respect your dedication, and he dies on him.
You both dive on in, and you both jump in the water. Teddy,
yo, what up?
so you're grabbed by the leg and you feel yourself pulled deeper into the water. And as you're kind of getting pulled by whatever this is, it kind of reaches up and it slams into you.
Yeah, can I do something?
What would you like to do? It's basically kind of like pull you down and like slam you against the stuff as you're colliding into the through here.
I want to stab it with my iron wrench or
Stab-
screwdriver or something.
So
Whatever.
you want to kick some ass?
I want to kick some booty, boy. Let me kick that booty. I don't have good.
Yeah.
Temper.
Is your main jam to hurt them, or is your main jam try?
My main jam is to get away.
So
To
then I
have
would say that's acting under pressure.
Yeah, to have it let go of me so I can leave.
Yeah, I think that's acting under pressure.
Acting
Not
under
Under
pressure.
pressure.
You're not trying to trade harm and shit.
Yeah. Act under pressure.
Evan, I would like to read a bad situation. I feel like I'm in a tight spot.
10. Woo.
Damn.
Ooh.
All right, yeah. So you just lift it up and you just smash, 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 and you see the iron hits these people. Hits these things just as it would anything else. You see that these things are maybe a little bit different than the big guy. So
Ooh.
you slam and you kind of like hit this thing because these things have always been kind of physical, not at all kind of like translucent. So you smash into it, but you're able to hit it a few times and you break one of its arms, like separate one of its arms as you're kind of going. The current starts to like pull it apart as it kind of falls back off of you, and you kind of like you look forward and you start swimming, and trying to grasp where you're going and realize yourself as this thing falls back. But you see it doesn't like fall back and like disappear. You see it like falls back and like seeps back into the wall.
Ugh.
And you start pushing your way through the water, and we see you kind of hitting the part of the current where like you can see the light on the other side now, and you're kind of flying through. And as you do, you see like the glimmer of a large object as you pass.
Oh my gosh. Can I grab onto that?
I'm not giving you a chance because if you do, your friend can't get through. So I'm just
You
gonna
know
say you
what?
fly by it.
Right.
I'm not about to cut Atticus off.
That's okay. He's had a bad day.
You fly,
Atticus just stuck there in water. The current's still pinning him to the wall, though.
just dies with Abraham. Yeah, we see you fly past, and then we cut back to you, Atticus. Go ahead and give me act under pressure to try and make it through. Just navigate through here quickly.
Oh, that's fine. You know what? I'll just add this to my XP pool.
You have a -1 forward for this.
Oh, 10.
Oh. 10.
Hell yeah. So you make your way through. And as you're flying through, you navigate like gracefully, even with Abraham dragging you down. And you're able to like push to the side, push enough where he doesn't get hit by anything, and you like twirl through, and you're able to navigate this very gracefully. And as you kind of like pull, you turn, you're able to. Actually, you would have gotten ambushed by this, but you're able to react before it happens. As you kind of like pull up and you see ahead of you is one of the mudmen emerging out to try and catch you before you get through. What do you do?
I say fuck him with a sledgehammer.
Or do you just do the Thor and like put it in front of you and use the current?
Yo.
All right. What's it called? So sadly for you, this was what he was expecting. So as
Mhm.
you go to hit him, we find out his other thing, which is called spontaneous combustion.
Hey!
God.
Ow.
Oh my god.
So you slam your the end of your sledgehammer into him, and he you blow right through him. But when it happens, you see the mud inside of him harden and explode out like shrapnel. And when that happens, there's like that explosion. You get that puffy, like the bubbles and stuff from like a sulfur explosion or whatever under the ground. And you see the bubbles kind of like get in your way, and you kind of like move out of the way from them. But 1 second. I have a question for you. Would you like to act under pressure to try and avoid it, or would you like to protect Abraham from it?
Protect Abraham.
So go ahead if you want to try and do that.
Alrighty. Because he made it his mission to protect them while he got him in. 12.
My God, bro, you get an extra effect.
Hey, Pog.
Alright, so let me look at it real quick. So, protect someone, added effect. I hold the enemy back. Oh wait, it's probably dead. Never mind. I'm gonna suffer little harm.
All right, well, you suffer no harm then, because it's only one
Hey!
harm. Spontaneous combustion works better when there's more of them. So it, in a failed attempt, tries to get you, but in a successful attempt, you can see the tunnel collapsing around you.
Ooh.
And as you go, you see explosion, not really explosion, but you see like collapse as it's kind of pushing you forward more. And you feel like both of your legs, like you feel the like snap of the water pushing you forward right behind you, and then right ahead of you to like your right, you see it collapse outward, and then you see for a brief second the beautiful sword fly floating in front of you. Do you grab Wish's sword?
Yes.
Yes!
All right. You reach forward, you grab Wish's sword as you fly through, and you both kind of, because from the force of the tunnel flying behind you, shooting you behind you, you fly past Teddy, and Teddy catches the wave with you as you all kind of like push yourselves up onto this gravel kind of beach island area. As the end of your question nears, those of you in, you hear this collapsing tunnel noise, and then you hear around and you see your friends flying out of the water and landing on this like gravel sand.
Oh my god.
With
I
like a
keep-
sledgehammer, a second sledgehammer, your sword flips over and stabs into the ground.
I keep my hand tightly on the two boys as I turn around to face them. I'm like, oh.
Teddy just drags himself onto the fucking shore,
Yeah,
gravel.
you can see Abraham is like stabbed, his wrench into the ground, is like like trying to breathe.
Yeah, Atticus is breathing heavily because he just had to navigate 2 people and dodge an explosion in half a second.
You guys
Teddy
okay?
Do we look like we're okay? I think I swallowed a tadpole.
You see Atticus say, "Sword," as he points at your sword.
Thanks. I say as I'm still keeping hold on these two boys' shoulders.
Yeah. And
What
do we want
are
to
you
take
doing
a
here?
2-second break until Jared gets back?
Sure.
Oh yeah,
Show.
probably.
Did he die?
Oh, hello.
Did he die?
They just showed up behind us.
Oh, okay.
They erupted from the water, out of breath. My sword landed in the ground. His sledgehammer, he crawled himself out. They all landed. I'm still keeping my touch on you and the boy, so we can keep seeing Shelly. And I turned around and was like, "So you look like you're not dead?" They're like, "Yeah, barely." I'm like, "Okay."
Okay, no need to be a bitch.
And Brooks is talking to Evan about a fun advancement. Yeah. And Matt took their headphones off because it was hurting their ears. Now you are caught up to date.
Gotcha. I had to take a dooku. A dooku dookie.
A Count Dooku.
I had to take a Count Dookie. Count Dookie!
Count Dookie.
Ooh.
So
I hear.
all of your friends popped onto the beach like an anime episode. No. Yeah,
All
Benny.
wearing-
Did you
Figured it
fill
out.
Jared in?
Yeah. Yeah, I told
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
all wearing
so-
speedos.
What do you do, everybody? Sally is like, Sally. Shelly is like, more friends.
Yes,
To-
friends!
to
We're all
see-
friends here!
Do we
They,
see this, Shelly?
No.
No,
No,
you do not.
what's his name? Wish has to be touching you.
You got
Oh.
to grab their hands.
Wait, but do you say that to Benny out loud? Like, yes, we're all friends here.
Yeah.
I just look at you and I'm like, yeah.
If you guys want,
Abraham gets the fuck up and runs towards Jude.
as he runs, stop.
And he like almost falls on his face, and he looks at you like, what's going on?
Don't break the bond right now. Either grab part of him, but don't take him. Don't break my grasp on him. I haven't said
Alright,
goodbye
he,
to
like,
Shelly yet.
Very frantically nods, like half listening to you, and just kind of goes and like wraps himself around his son, like kneels down and hugs, but doesn't break the bond.
Yeah, I keep my hand on. Okay, now don't let go of your son.
Yeah, Atticus finally gets up and takes the sword. He's like, "Can I use this while you're not using it?"
I shrug. Yeah, we're doing a seance right now. Grab hold if you want in.
Oh, is that why?
I look at you.
Holding your hand.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, Benny, we're doing a seance.
Well, you can keep doing that. I'm gonna try to find the body.
Oh, there's an entire pile of bodies, but right now it might be best to get Shelly out of here. Here,
Yeah,
grab my hand.
Where are the bodies?
Oh,
This
over
is
there.
where missing people go.
Yeah, Teddy fucking books it to the skeleton bodies.
Under you, and basically in all this gravel, you can start digging. You find skeletons.
Yeah.
Welcome to
I-
the island of misfit toys.
I look over at Atticus. Atticus, did you grab my backpack?
The father did.
Abraham did. He dropped it. It's on the ground.
Oh fuck yeah. Teddy goes and gets their backpack and they start shoving all the fucking bones in it.
There are way too many, I think.
Yeah. This whole thing is filled with not only the miners and the girl, but everyone that's went missing. Air quote.
We can make it a
How-
stack.
I put as many bones as I can.
Yeah.
I mean, Evan?
Taking the bones. I mean, you can take bones.
Take the bones.
That's your decision.
What it sounded like, what you were saying was there was a lot of them.
There are a lot of bones. You cannot put all of them in there. There are bones that are under the water.
Oof.
We're just
Damn.
gonna hope we grab the right ones.
Just heads up, like this is just to make sure it's in perspective. This isn't like I'm standing on a massive pile of bones and gravel. It's like you're standing on a pile of maybe 10 to 12 bodies, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But they're all scattered throughout here.
Yeah, I think because I know you're doing the seance, so I'm like, have you even asked her where her body is yet?
Not yet, but we found out that someone separated her connection to the miners, and now they're angry spirits. Was a woman in a suit, and she also had a bunny on her shirt.
Seen anyone like that, Evan?
Nope. Nobody
It's
with a
a
bunny on their
very
shirt.
vague description.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We probably saw
Yeah.
a lot of people when we were driving by the convention.
Bunny
You have
shirts.
seen a seal with 3 bunnies on it.
Yeah. I grab I grab Atticus's hand. Cause are you doing the seance with at the moment, Atticus?
No,
Atticus is not.
No, he's digging.
I go and I fucking put my fucking hand on I guess Benny. I fucking just slap Benny.
Well, Benny has his hand out.
I fucking
Still slap him.
I still slap Benny.
bitch.
Right in the ass.
Just slapped them buns.
Maybe you don't show your abs. We won't slap your ass.
Yeah, right.
If you weren't such a thought, this wouldn't have happened.
Did he see what he was wearing? He was asking for it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh my god, shut up. Okay, but I do that, and I if I can see the little girl now, or if anything, I would like to ask her where her body is, if she remembers, if she knows where her body lies.
All right. Why don't you roll investigate a mystery?
Alrighty.
Brooks, why don't you roll read a bad situation?
Excellent. I will do so and fail.
Please don't.
You
Oh my
cannot
god,
stop me.
I failed.
Wow, maybe you don't fail.
Damn. Wow. This is the most I failed. I literally just need one more fail to level up, so I'm kind of hoping I fail.
Welcome to my life. I've almost caught up to you, and this is my first session I failed.
He's talking about real life.
You might be ahead of me. I'm only 2 experience into my second one.
I am too experienced then.
Yeah, you caught up to me.
Oh my god.
A whole session of failing.
So
Okay.
I think this is proportionate. This is kind of gives you what you want and sucks. So
Oh,
Shelly looks at you and she goes, "Oh, I can show you," and flies into Teddy.
Oh.
Yeah.
oh.
She goes into Teddy. We thank you for your presence. Goodbye. And I let go. Because I don't want Teddy to accidentally let go before we break it.
Probably.
you say
That's how bad shit happens.
You say goodbye. You let go. Yeah. What's up,
Oh.
Teddy?
I was saying like Teddy probably let go before that.
He's good. He says it. He's fast.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
done this before.
Because that'd be
Okay.
real good.
I'll take your
So-
word on it. I just know Teddy would freak the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean, you have no response. Your body's involuntary the second it happens, right?
Yeah.
So
And I'm not doing that to like cancel her getting possessed. I'm just doing it so Teddy
Them.
doesn't accidentally break
them,
it.
yeah, them getting
Yeah.
possessed, yeah. But yeah, they you say that and then you let go, and Teddy, you immediately drop to your knees and put your hands and knees as you see Teddy's body like contorting to the reaction of being possessed.
This is interesting.
Yeah, I'm like staring. I'm like, and I'm looking over at Atticus.
Meanwhile,
It's just digging in bones.
Atticus, how would you like to spin that real quick?
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Surprisingly, the water's turning blacker and sludgy.
That's
Fun.
crazy.
I shoot the water.
Atticus doesn't even know what's happening behind him. The water's getting black. We should what?
You turn back. Teddy is like on their back doing like a spider crawl, like like exorcism
Jesus.
style.
Is that's a new yoga technique.
and
hate
then Teddy, your back flips forward, and then you immediately grab your hands, go into like claw style, and you start digging into the ground.
Oh my god.
So you said the water was getting black?
The water is getting black, and it's turning into sludge as you begin to see it kind of bubble like tar.
Yeah,
And as you kind of realize that, you see at the far end, the water beginning to rise.
Yeah, I
That's-
bring it over to give you your sword.
yeah, like, as you say that, I was like, I look over at you, and as you're like, we're so fucking in sync, you just toss it to me, and I just grab it without looking. Because we're fucking combat buddies.
Yeah,
As we both get ready to suit up.
I got
Oh,
my
wait, we already-
sledgehammer.
Yeah, I look at Benny. Me and Atticus will protect you guys. See